you have watched some games, local premiership. I'm not talking about, the inside information that you had before coming for the interview and all that, but your first real action in Zimbabwe, going to Rufaro Stadium, for example, sitting in the stands and you're watching the players. What was your impression?
I watched 3 games, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and we went straight to action. Friday it was a second division, or first division.
Yeah.
First division is the second highest league, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So first division, then the Premier
Then
League.
on Saturday it was a Premier League, the Simbabora, and on Sunday it was a Caps United match. And what I could really see, the pitch conditions are difficult, which has an influence on the football, on the type of football. Not necessarily, I don't say a bad influence, on the type of football. The ball is not flowing like in a well-maintained pitch, like for example when I was in Senegal, yes, in that stadium, or in South Africa, or maybe in Europe. That means where the ball is, the modern way of playing is with a lot of quick passes on very short contact times on the ball, and then you release a player maybe on the wing where he can go full power on a one-on-one, entering the box and delivering the ball. You saw it in the Euro with these youngsters in Spain, or the German youngsters, Musiala, and so. This is actually the modern way of football. That is under certain conditions difficult. Yeah? When the ball bounces and the pitch is a little bit, it's bouncy, you have to slow down the game to control the ball naturally. And they do it brilliantly, because the ball, maybe a German player could never play. He would break his leg. Yeah. But so they have a very good coordination and ball control to get the ball under control. But the pace of the game is suffering from that. Because ultimately nobody can play on that surface the same speed like on that surface. Nobody. You can bring any player in the world. Yeah. So that I could see straight away in the style of play. Oh, that is a little bit a different way of football, which is different from what is expected internationally, demanded. When we play now in Uganda, the information I collected, the pitch is really good. They have sprinklers before the game in halftime. So you have a floodlight game against Cameroon, maybe with a pitch where the ball is flowing, unless the pitch is damaged before from training also in the next weeks. So that is a thing which I observed. Good ball technique, control, coordination, but the game is a little bit slower. The second thing I observed was, and that already in the game speed, I observed in video, I think the pressing is not really existent, And I'm a bit surprised, because when the pitch is difficult for the other team to control, that's actually a very nice situation to play a high pressing game, to put the opponent under pressure, because they have problems to control the ball. Maybe they are scared that they just play the long balls and don't care about passing out. But so that was 2 things. And the third thing was fitness can still be a little bit improved. Yeah, it looks for me that some players are not fully out-trained locally, and maybe nutrition-wise could be something I do not know, or lifestyle, or the conditions in their clubs. But there we would like to focus a little bit. You need to learn. Actually, that must start then from the youth teams. Yeah? I give you fully right to pass the ball out from the back to every good team knows, even under pressure, how to build up even on a low block when the other team presses high. They play with the goalkeepers. The goalkeepers, they're very calm nowadays when you see that. And I think good technique, good ball control, coordination, but due to the nature of the situation, the game is slower. And that is the question. How can we accelerate the game, the local game, to make the players a little bit more internationally, I would say, competitive?
So I think that question now, you need to throw it to your friend, because you know where it needs to start from. But look, when you look at the situation, you've got your work cut out, because this is the realest, because these are the players that you'll be calling.
Yes.
For your games, whether it's the CHAN tournament, the AFCON tournament, these are the conditions. And this is where you are picking your players from. Were you impressed by anybody, the games that you watched?
Yes, there was players, I don't like to speak always about individual players because then the other thing...
Michael, you'll be calling these players and you're calling them based on their performance.
By those who I called, but there was more impressed.
Wait. You called players, one from Cape United, one from FC Platinum, one from Simba Bora, one from Highlanders, isn't it? Those are local best players.
I could see straight away in the Simba Bora game that Walter Musona is a good footballer.
Yeah.
Also the striker Machobe is a good footballer.
Yeah,
very
but you
good.
didn't call him.
Yeah, but you also have other good footballers. The difference sometimes is very slim. You have, for example, at the moment, Prince Dube, who plays in a top team in Africa. They just dressed Vital U of Burundi 10-0. Hey, 10-0?
Yeah.
That is something. You don't hear it. No. You must also credit that. He plays currently on a similar position in a top African team and scores goals. So you don't want to reward that. Yes, then you have another striker from a professional league in Europe where it's difficult to get in. But the door is not closed. For me, it's a very good player. Really, I've seen that. And the difference sometimes is very close. Maybe I do a mistake. I want the players to show me, Coach, you made a mistake. Next time you must pick me.
It's your premier football show, The Couch, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Konapo, Ipapo, Pazetium Prime, DSV channel 294, the place to be.